Living Local Carolina with Katie Turner. Local trends, shopping, dining, and more. This is Living Local Carolina.
Well, I'm back today at the Myrtle Beach Colored School Museum and Education Center, and I'm joined by Cookie. How are you, Cookie?
I am well. How are you, Katie?
I'm doing great. We walked into this room and I immediately my jaw dropped. There is so much to see here, so much to learn.
Yes.
But tell me, where are we standing right now?
So right now we are standing in the Museum of African American History at the historic Myrtle Beach Colored School Museum and Education Center.
Yes.
So there's really several spaces, but the one is dedicated to the former students of the color school, and then this is African American history, where Doc Shee Moore serves as the curator, and it talks about or shares our life, the life of African American people in Africa prior to enslavement, and as dark, you know, as it was part of history. So we share a little bit about slavery itself, and then some of the significant people, Frederick Douglass, Harriet Tubman, you know, all of those up until current day, with President Obama, Vice President Kamala Harris, Dr. King, all of those, as well as a few of the many inventions.
There are many.
Yes, some of the many inventions of African American people. Then there's this display referencing athletics and leadership, and then more localized culture, like we talk a little bit about Charlie's Place, Atlantic Beach. There's a display dedicated to the 4 students who integrated Myrtle Beach High School on January 29th, 1965, and then some other localized firsts. So lots of information contained in this small space. And while the museum is open on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 10 until 12, you could actually spend the 2 hours in this space.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
There were so many things that let me ask you this. Were there things that surprised you when this curated collection was coming to be?
I will tell you, so I joined the team in 2017, so this was already in existence, but since I've been here, Doc continues to add, because as history becomes history, modern day, we add to it. But I will tell you, Katie, one of the greatest experiences for me has been educational. There's so much of this information contained in this room I did not know. It was not a part of my curriculum, you know, high school nor college. Got some of it, you know, at church, but the extent of what I continue to learn, and every time I'm over here, it seems like I pick up on something that I didn't before. And education in itself is right here in this room.
Very cool. And that's very apparent too. We were also talking a little bit about if people want to donate and help you guys out, how can they do that?
Yes. So we're continuously looking for artifacts as they relate to history. And so donations can be made simply by calling us, 843-918-1062, or showing up here at the museum and bringing those artifacts. Now, I will say that in order for something to be deemed museum quality or museum eligible, there was a curator, you know, for the classroom part, that a professional person, because, you know, some people brought their grandfather's shoes or their grandfather's hat, and while that is so important and so special, we did not have the space for it. So we just want people to come by, and if they think they have something, but also for locals who have pictures from back in the day that, you know, they wish to share. We're creating some things at Charlie's Place, which is one of the facilities.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina.
This story is sponsored by Seaside Furniture Gallery and Accents. Well, it is just a beautiful day here at Seaside Furniture Gallery and Accents, and I'm joined by Kent. Thanks so much for having me.
Oh, thanks for coming out. I appreciate it.
Oh my goodness, there's so much to see here. But for people that have never been here before, what are you guys all about?
Coastal. We're about experience. We're about color. We're about just joy, honestly. People that come into our store, it's 30,000 square feet of living room, dining room, bedroom, mattresses, outdoor, everything you could think of for the home, we have it here at Seaside.
Truly top to bottom.
Top to bottom.
Lighting to rugs to lamps and everything in between.
Absolutely. And and we have people here that are, their average is 30 years in the business. So they know what they're talking about, and they're here to assist you and help you along the way. It's not a high pressure type store. It's a store that you come in and enjoy yourself, and we're here to help you.
All right, let's dive a little deeper. You guys have mattresses as well.
Yes, we do.
Talk to me about that.
All right, we carry Sealy, which has 3 brands to it. We have the Sealy Posturepedic, we have Tempur-Pedic, and we have Stearns & Foster. And then we brought on a new mattress company called Restonic, which is a line that's kind of a mid-size in terms of price point, and it's just wonderfully comfortable as well. And so the Property Brothers are part of that group too.
We know that.
So yeah, we're excited about our mattress line.
Yeah, and I know you guys have a lot of different price points in terms of everything that you carry here. So whether you're looking to spend a little bit more or save a little money, you guys have something for everyone.
Yeah, budget seems to be the ugly word, but it is
Right.
part of the process. And if you come in with an idea of what you want to spend, we can help you out for sure, because we carry everything, like you said, from low to high, and from quality that's questionable all the way up to really excellent quality. We've got Maven, which is a new group that we brought in for dining room sets and bedroom sets. It's solid wood, and you can pick any color that you want, any wood species that you want.
Ooh.
And it's just a very beautiful high line of product that we carry. But again, upholstery, same deal. We have low to high, and we carry it all.
This story is sponsored by Seaside Furniture Gallery and Accents.
I'm going to teach this young lady how to make the outer edge of this hammock. What's your name, young lady? Miss Rachel, I'm Marvin. The kids call me the hammock man. I believe in child labor. Now, Miss Rachel, I'm gonna do this twice. You got your mommy here with you. She can help you if you need help, but I doubt it. You're gonna take the one on the foot. This one you're gonna bring it over one time. This one you're gonna bring it twice. You're gonna pull sideways. 1 over 1. Far in 2 times. Pull sideways. Your turn. In other words, you're making a little boy's bracelet. That's a boy's bracelet, but we're gonna cut 9 pieces of rope to go with it. And I'm gonna teach you how to make the topping of that hammock, the very top. Now, moms, Miss Rachel get it home. Next time she come to you and fold her mouth like she's bored, she ain't got nothing to do. The weather outside is terrible. She can't go out and play. I call that arts and crafts day. Perfect. So all the seashells she have with her at your house, you can get her to decorate it. Okay, we can stop there. Can I see your wrist? Your mama tricked you, didn't she? You know your wrist ain't that big. So we're gonna come back to right here, okay? Okay, now, Miss Rachel, this the deal. There's 1 come around 2. You can come around the back, drop this 1 in there. Put that right in the top of that. I want you to bring your mother with you to the end of the table and come back here right quick. Mother dearest, I'm gonna do this twice. Your job is to help your daughter finish this. Okay. Y'all getting ready to make the last piece goes on all hammocks. In the beginning of all swings. This is the beginning of all hammocks, that's this piece. This is also the beginning of all swings because it's the outer edge. I teach the kids how to do those things because when they get home, when their friends come and tear your hammock up, they know how to fix it. You reach between the 2 in the front, the 1 in the back, you're gonna bring it home. When you partner rope, you're sitting right there. Kitty style. Kitty style. Kitty style.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina.
Well, welcome back to Living Local Carolina, everybody. Today I am joined by Matt, who is a producer amongst a ton of other titles. So how are you doing?
I am great. I'm great. It's good to be here.
All right, I want you to talk to me a little bit about your career and what you do.
Producer, musician, singer, artist. Just love doing music. Been doing it for a while. Recording engineer.
Well, I know that you have a term that you've coined called mixed producer. Can you kind of break that down for me? Yeah,
so what producer actually started out in music, it started out as the person who pretty much directs the song. And so, back in the days, like, in the 80s, 90s, Teddy Riley or Berry Gordy or someone, or Puffy would produce a record, and they didn't necessarily play, or Puffy wouldn't necessarily play anything. He would just direct the song. Put that snare there. That sounds really great, and I'll approve it. Then Teddy Riley kind of came along and kind of did everything himself. Like, he did all the music, he directed everything, got everything together. And then now it's kind of evolved to the producer kind of just does the beat. Well, that isn't really what a producer does. And so the mixed producer kind of puts more of a context for the engineer. A lot of times now the engineer is the one who is kind of putting all the effects and making producer decisions. And they're talking to the artist, because the person who did the beat sent the beat. The artist did what they did on it, sing, rap, what have you, and then they're coming into the studio. And now the song still needs coaching, it still needs massaging. And so usually the engineer is the one who does it. So now you call the engineer the producer, but they don't necessarily get credit for doing the things that they're doing, you know what I mean? And so what mixed producer does is kind of give language to what's actually happening, because I'm changing songs, even to the point where adding more instrumentation with the instrumentation that's there, like putting more snares here, or putting a break here, changing the entire sound of this part, making decisions that are producer's decisions, that if you didn't know the engineer did that, you would be like, oh, the producer's great, you know what I mean? But producer just put a kind of a boom tap. They did their thing. They put the foundation on, but the finishing product was really, really created by the engineer. So. And
that's what makes it sound really good in the end too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Talk to me about the highlights of your career. Obviously, you've won a Grammy. You've worked with some very notable artists before. But tell me the highlights.
Again, it's hard for me to talk about stuff. I literally have people that have known me for like 15 years, and they're just finding out that I have a Grammy. So I'm the guy. Literally, yeah. I'm the guy who wins the award but doesn't come. Yeah, I'm that guy. So I sit in a lot of sessions, and they're like, man, you have a Grammy. You got a song with Ashanti. You got a song with this person, that person, and I'll be like, okay, that's cool, but can we work? Like, what are we gonna do? You know what I mean? Yeah. So, let's see. I worked with Ashanti. Got a song with Tyrese, and did a song with Aaron Hall and Biggie Smalls, and just done some work with some people. Traveled a couple of places and worked with a lot of dream people. But it's cool.
I'm sure you have a million stories, but what are you working on right now?
Now I've relocated I used to be, my main place was Richmond, Virginia. And so now I've moved to California. So kind of relocating and kind of getting things. I'm in Sacramento. I'm really, really working on establishing a second location for the studio that we had in Richmond. So we're kind of expanding. It's a Spot recording studio in Richmond, Virginia. Go check them out. Longest urban studio, the best in DMV.
Don't forget to like our page on Facebook and follow us on Instagram and Twitter. How to use the QR code. Just open the camera app on your smartphone, iPad, or tablet. Point your device at the QR code so the QR code appears on your screen. Your device will recognize the QR code and show you a notification. Click that notification and you'll come to our website. Living Local Carolina, weekday mornings at 9:30 on WBTW News 13.